welcome back to the non-league adventure of Amiga W365, playing as East FC in League 2. You may be looking at the league table and thinking, God, he's done quite a few games. It's because I've just realised that I've just knacked up, well, not just. Last night I did a recording and I had Insurgency checked on the OBS instead of Football Manager, and as a result it's recorded the sound but not the screen. So I'm going to have to do a bit of like backlog here sort of thing, tell you what's been going on in the last couple of games. Yeah, basically last time out you saw us lose against Wrexham 2-1. I'll click over here so you can see the goal scorers. We went 1-0 up and ended up losing 2-1, which is very disappointing. We followed that up with a 3-1 win in the FA Cup first round against Solihull Moors. It was a good performance with a second string sort of team. And you know, despite going 1-0 down just before half time, we managed to come back in the second half and absolutely pummel them and managed to get a much deserved 3-1 win. We followed that up with a 2-2 away draw at Bristol Rovers. This was disappointing because we were 2-0 up after 25 minutes and we straight away conceded straight away in the second half. Straight away. How many times can I say straight away? And then they got a latish like equaliser. We tried pressing for another bit to no avail. Then we played Crewe, who ended up going second with this win, I think it was. Lee Angle, apparently the best player in the world in this game. He played like Akin Fenwa, like barging Ackle right out of the way. He's got 15 strength, just clicking on Lee Angle. He's actually got 15 strength. Maybe he's a little bit stronger than what I give him credit for. But he was literally I'm going to say knocks ball past opponent, more like knocks opponents past the ball, more like, because he was that strong. Yeah, he was a very impressive performer against us. However, we did get 3 goals in this game. Adel Nabi, Jack Senior and Callum Saunders with the goals. We followed that up to continue our recent poor form with the 1-1 draw away at Chesterfield. Again, we went 1-0 up and, you know, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Surrendered our lead with a late equaliser in the first half, stoppage time. And then, last time, yeah, this game here, FA Cup second round, very disappointing. This is a team we beat 6-1 earlier on in the season away from home, and we lost 2-1 at home. Very disappointing again, and that was like really a bad run of form. The actual live cam I did do, which has failed, was the Coventry game, which was a shame. It was a really good game. We absolutely destroyed them. I mean, at one point we were 70. I think after 34 minutes we were 70% possession. This is against, well, they were second at the time, we were third. This is against second in the league, doing better than us in the league, and we beasted them. We were 3-0 up and we had like 2-0 up and 70% possession, and they made it a little bit nervy with a late consolation goal to make it 2-1, but then Adel Nabi added a second because he's in a rich vein of form. Accrington Stanley away from home was the next game, and we just literally put them to the sword, 3-0. Johnny Bay, Adel Nabi and Jack Senior with the goals. Very good performance, as you can see with the ratings. Only Hesenthaler and Callum Saunders, who were the substitutes, getting less than a 7.4 if you discard the goalkeeper. Then Port Vale at home, and this was very disappointing to go 2-0 down against, for me, a very poor Port Vale side. They were 21st, I think, at the time. Callum Saunders came off the bench, and I think he came on the 75th minute and literally straight away scored 2 goals to get us back on level terms. We pushed for that equaliser, but we couldn't quite get it. I think Adel Nabi hit the post or the crossbar or something late on like 86 minutes, which would have been a really emphatic victory had it come off. I've got a sneeze coming. Apologies for that. And then following that game, back to winning ways again. 4-0, very resounding. As you can see, everyone played really well in this game. Again, barring the substitutes. And then last time out, away from home against Yeovil, we went 1-0 down after an Ackle right own goal, bit with deflection really. And we got a winner, courtesy of a late own goal, and Andrew Powell got the equaliser. Ackle-Wright did pick up an injury, but it's one that he can wear protective equipment. I think it was a gashed head. It brings us to today's game, which is Forest Green. The reason I didn't choose the Yeovil game, i.e. it's the second game in January, 2nd of January, is we played them the first game of the season and I did live com that game, so I chose the Forest Green game for today's live com. Transfer news, there isn't any at this moment in time. No one's come in for any of our players since Mark Kerr departed for West Ham. Let's just have a quick look and see how he's doing. He's played one game in the Capital One Cup, got a goal in it, and not really done anything since. So I'm tempted to try and loan him back next season if we can. We don't really need any right backs at the minute. Oso's gone back as well, back to Gillingham, and as a result, with the results that we've had, let's go to the Sky Bet League 2 big table preferably. Stages, there we go. Top of the league, scored 59 goals in 24 games. I think that works out about 2.2 goals, something like that, a game. It's something along those lines. We've conceded 30, which is a fair amount compared to quite a few of these teams. You know, you've got Shrewsbury, Forest Green, the team we're playing today. They've only conceded 26, but they've only scored 22. So I'm expecting a tight game today. You've got Crawley, who've got 28 goals conceded. Wrexham, 29, and then obviously the remainder of the other 6 in the top 7. They have all got a better defensive record, but no one is anywhere near us in terms of goals scored. We've scored 59. The nearest challenger for that is 45, which is Crewe. Worth mentioning, they scored 5 against us, but yeah, we scored 3 against them. So 2-goal swing there. But yeah, we're doing really well at this moment in time. But now we're going to be playing a tough game against Forest Green. I think realistically for them, I think, are we at home or are we away? Not entirely sure. Let's check it out. We're at home, so realistically I think Forest Green will be hoping for a draw, but and I'll be definitely hoping for a win. We're top of the league. We're going to show why we're top of the league. Bobby Mosley's actually picked up an injury as well. No, he hasn't. He's picked up flu apparently, and that's enough to keep him out of the team, which means that Miggins comes back into the side. He was rested for the last game because Bobby Mosley performed really well in the previous game, 8.5, and then after that he got 7.4, which if he had not got flu, he would have been sat in the next game. Worth noting, Josh Murray has got picked up an injury. He's got another 2 weeks until he comes back. And Robert Finnan just seems to be getting injured and injured and injured. Let's have a quick look. The left midfielder, of course. This is why Jack Senior has been playing at left wing. If I look at his injuries, there's quite a few. Since he signed in August. Yeah, signed in August. 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. He's pretty injury prone, if I'm being completely honest. Very much Darren Anderton-like. But the rest of the team is going to basically pick itself because it's been performing so well. I've not really got a choice. Oh, I do now. I've got Grimshaw back from injury. Ken Curran has got a bit of a knock. And his manager, I can't remember who it was. It was the Watford manager, I believe. Was it Watford? Leicester. Sorry, the Leicester manager was asking about him playing. But he's been injured that many times as well. He's just as bad as Finnan. So I think we're going to stick with the same team that played the last game because, you know, we had a tough game against Yeovil. We managed to come away with a 2-1 win. Let's see how we fare. Well, I'm going to say I'll do the whole lineup. We're going to start with Jääskeläinen in goal. Obviously, Partington is going to retain his place at right back. McCarthy and Wright, the more or less ever-present centre-back partnership, unless an injury has occurred or a suspension. Miggins, like we've just mentioned there, comes into the side at left back thanks to the flu for Mosley. We're going with Powell and Gerardo Martin on the wings, with Hessenthaler starting and Kerr in the middle with him. With Naby and Saunders. Saunders, who didn't play really well the last 2 games. I'm basically keeping faith with him because of that late surge that he got. It was very, very impressive. And then we've obviously got a fairly strong bench with Jack Senior, Johnny Bate, Liam Grimshaw, Kieran Farrell, who's probably the weakest of the bunch, Walsh, Dunn and Maxted, the goalkeeper. So I'm hoping for a decent result here. I think it's expected, if I'm being completely honest. Liam Walsh is obviously a game changer. He's got a different style of passing to Hessenthaler. Hessenthaler is more, you know, short range based, if you like. He's got a couple of decent passes in him. And a former player here in Akil Rayman, the defensive midfielder, who I couldn't play anymore. We were struggling to pay wages and what have you. We had to offload him purely for the fact that if he played one more game, I think he was gonna like get a 66% pay rise. So I couldn't afford it. As much as I would have probably liked to have kept him. It wasn't the right deal for us, so we let him go. So, Yeah, they've given us a lot of praise recently. See if that does anything. It doesn't. It's probably because I said it last time. They're probably thinking it's a bit repetitive. I need to mix it up somewhat. But we're going to get into this game very shortly. Try and get at them in the off. At the off. Here we go. Yeah, so apologies once again for the last video not really taking place. Bit of a pain, if I'm being completely honest. I would have liked to show you that game against Coventry. It was a really good game. Really good game. From our point of view. If you're a Coventry fan, probably less so. But as we go now, Hesenthal's got it on the right hand side. Finds Kerr. That's a great ball to Patterson. Nice first time ball in. And that's a great... Oh, it's a goal already. Very surprised. Powell with the cross. Hits the post. Hits Sons, I can only imagine, in the face. And goes in. Let's have a look at that in a second. But that's a great start to say that Forest Green don't concede many. We've scored after less than 2 minutes. Apparently Sam Hoskins is offside, but we had the ball at this end. So what are you talking about, Willis? And already 51, the points target for avoiding relegation. We've pissed it, haven't we, basically. Great ball. Padston, nice first time. No, he didn't even break stride there. Ball hits a post, and apparently Saunders anticipated that because it was already Karate Kid kick style, prepared for the rebound. So he must have been expecting it coming straight back to him. That was a great anticipation. Anticipation of 100. Never mind 20. So here's Saunders. He finds Naby. Tries to find Gerrard, and somehow Crane has let it go through him. Saunders again tries to find Gerrard. Martin's got in there like swimwear, and it's like proper ping ball in there. But eventually it's knocked out for a corner, and that was the second and third clear-cut opportunity there inside 7 minutes. Comes back out, but Rodney until he pass it to Del Boy probably, and then Uncle Albert clears away. Terrible. Only those who are old enough to remember Only Fools and Horses will get that reference. But anyway, Geraldo finds Saunders with a decent ball, gets his shot away but is offside. Patterson has got the armband for today's game thanks to Mosley's absence. But here he comes now on the right hand side. He tries to get a cross in, it's blocked, but Kerr picks up the loose ball and plays it in field to Hesenthal. Nice first time ball to Powell. Now it's Naby. Naby with a chance to shoot, and he's put it away. It seemed a bit of a tame effort with his left peg. I'm assuming it's his left peg. But it's gone in, and that's 2-0 inside 30 minutes. Is that a bad luck charm? Quite possibly. But that'd be great. Just inside the area. Delicate finish. Top corner. Maybe I'm giving the keeper too much criticism there. I don't know, but it was a good finish into the top corner. 2-0 after... well, 70 minutes. I couldn't be happier, really. Comes out to Naby. He finds Geraldo. It's pretty wide. But great stuff this. 64% possession. It's what we like to see. It's what our philosophies are based on. Naby's there again, but he's offside. He's been really, really strong this season for us. Another corner, this time cleared away. It comes to Geraldo. Easy option is Hesenthal, and he finds him. Squares it to Powell. Powell in a shooting position, but it's blocked by that man Raymond, the former Man Syndrome, in full effect there. Alright, it's Hesenthaler with another corner. Naby tries to get on the end of it. Comes out to Saunders. Plays it back to Hesenthaler. And Raymond tackles him. Armstrong plays it forward, but McCarthy's there to intercept. He's been really good. He's been very much underrated this season, I think, anyway. Powell, though, with a decent opportunity to get down the line for Partington, but unfortunately the pass itself is a poor one. Another corner. It's swung in. Miggins is beaten to it in the air, but now it's Naby. Edge of the area. Plays it back to Partington. Chips it over, and Powell will get on the end of this. Can he cross in? He can't. It's deflected out, but Naby's got it again. He finds Powell, and he's tackled well, and Perry clears away. That's Partington. Lovely ball, swung from right to left to Miggins. Miggins now looking to get by his man. And he's tackled well by Hoskins. The winger, I think, for today. I think it's there. Can't really see the number. So the black lines going across horizontally. Very good, a very strong performance here in this first half, though. It's about time. I'm pretty sure that the last couple... I mean, that's why I wanted to show the Coventry game, because we actually won on a live com. And Jääskeläinen takes that ball well. Plays it short. And Miggins gets it. I actually thought that both defenders were going to leave that and Hoskins was going to get in and probably steal the goal from nowhere. Here's Saunders on this left hand side, moving to the channel. Cuts inside and he's lining up a shot and it's blocked. And then there's a foul by Miggins. And referee calls him over. And he's just lectured, but he's out of the position at the minute. But it looks like that's in the highlight anyway, so nothing to worry about. Powell's having a very strong game here. Hesenthaler chips in a free kick. It's cleared away, but he retrieves the ball as Hesenthaler and plays it Kerr. Plays it wide to Powell. It's a bit out of his way to go get it. Obvious passes McCarthy, and he's found it. It's a great ball in from the centre back. And now it's Hesenthaler with our 8th corner. Crosses in towards McCarthy. It's headed away by Soares. Powell will pick up the loose ball. Needs to find an option. I'd be aiming over here to Hesenthaler, but it doesn't matter. He's played a decent ball for Gerardo, but Collins just beats him to it. As it stands, we're still 3 points clear at the top of the table, ahead of Crewe, that team, who have been on fire. But they've had Rochdale, Chesterfield, Crewe and us all getting to second, as well as obviously Coventry, as to when we played them. And obviously Yeovil, when we beat them last time out, they were flying fairly high. They were 7th, I think, at the time. But here comes Powell on the right hand side now. He's tackled, but it falls to Partington, and now it's Kerr. Inside to Hesenthaler, finds Naby. Obvious pass is Saunders and he finds him, but it's a bit like a 1-2. It's a bit weird that, but I don't care. We scored 3-0. 4th clear-cut chance of the afternoon, I want to say. I'm assuming it's the afternoon. Now all of a sudden it seems really dark. It must be back to rain heavy. Oh, I can see what happened now. Young slid in. Saunders died for no reason, but never mind. Now we scored, and that's his 2nd goal of the game. It has been excellent. I'm going to be passionate and say I'm very happy. But they're looking complacent, which is never a good thing. I'm just going to leave it at that. They are confident. Morale's very high. Should be okay here. 3-0. If we were to throw this game away, then I'd be very vindicated to just never play it ever again. You know, I guess if it was a team that was high up in the league, then fair enough. But since it's a team that's down in the lower echelons of the division, then I'd be hard pressed to think that we're going to get, beat. Saunders has a shot and Collins makes the save easily. They've changed their system to a really defensive one now with 2 defensive midfielders, assuming defensive wingers. Or perhaps wide midfielders. But both our central midfield partnership are now booked, which is a massive worry. Them having a shot like this, first meaningful shot of the afternoon, is more of a concern. But changes will be imminent in the next 5 minutes or so. Imminent meaning like straight away. So just talk out my ass. Here comes Rodney now. Rodney now. He has a shot from distance and it's harmless and goes wide. At least they're actually trying to show a bit of fight, trying to take the game to us. Those changes are going to be happening now. So we are going to go for a change of Lewis Dunn could come on for Piers Kerr, give the main men a bit of a rest. Kieran Farrell, I think I'm going to try and move him on if I can. I don't know if he's played enough games to warrant a transfer. It all depends. But that is a change I'm going to make for now. Mainly because they've got yellow cards, but it also give them a rest as well. Not that we need them to, react to our team talks, but I always like to try and give them a bit of a boost when they go onto the field. And Ronnie's in behind here. He's not offside. And this could be very dangerous, but Jääskeläinen gets his big frame in front of him and does enough to save it. And I was going to say put him off, but actually save it. Lewis Dunn just come on, actually. I've just realised that he's not fully fit. So a bit of a schoolboy error from my part. On my part, even. Powell inside to Walsh. That managed to come on. Very creative. Partington plays a decent ball for Saunders. Naby gets the loose ball, but Soares takes it off his toe. And he's forced into just playing it out, playing for a throw-in. Deep in his own half. But it's the end of the highlight anyway. There will be one more change coming up. in about 3 minutes' time. Patterton's now got a yellow card. I'm tempted to bring on Grimshaw in place of him, but I think I'm probably going to bring on Senior to stop him from crying about lack of game time, because he did recently. And to be fair, he did alright. He scored a couple of goals. Gerardo Martin came back in after a bit of a spell on the sidelines. I think he had a bit of an injury or something, or missed a couple of games due to international duty. And yeah, as a result, he came back in and he was just on fire straight away. I think he was part of the I made 3 subs in that game when we were 2-0 down against, I can't remember who it was now, Port Vale, I want to say. When Saunders got the 2 goals in 2 minutes, he came on with Gerardo Martin and I can't remember the other person. There was someone else, but straight away it made a difference. I think he had a massive part to play, did Gerardo Martin, in the first goal, and it gave us that, you know, I can't think of the word. Emphasis, that's not really the word I'm looking for, but you get what I mean. It gave us that boost to go for that second goal straight away, and then, like I said, we were pushing on for a winner. Fortunately, we didn't get it that day, but so far it doesn't seem to matter because we're still 3 points clear as it stands. And Walsh now to Naby. Now it's done. Well, decent ball out wide to Patterson, can get a decent ball in for Naby, who's hit the post so close to his hat-trick. And it's cleared away. Naby's had a great game, as has Powell. Both fullbacks have been pretty good as well this game. And both centre-backs as well. Until this happens, where they're going to clearly square it and get a goal. But no, it's cleared away, and Garmston's got it, the left-back. Now it's Raymond. Tries to find Sars, but it's a loose pass. But unfortunately, Walsh couldn't get it under control, and it's cleared away. But now it's a ball over the top, and Rodney now with a chance to shoot. It's blocked well with the combination of McCarthy and Wright there. Done now, bringing the ball forward. Finds Naby. Obvious ball is Walsh, and he finds him. Naby again. Saunders. Chips it over for Powell. It's a great ball, that. Crosses the back post, and Senior's there to make it 4. And this is a kind of impact that Senior's been making with his ginger quiff of legendness. Worth noting, our position has dropped below 60 for the first time in God knows how long. But that's a great ball, and all of a sudden it's really dark. Well, it's dark days for Forest Green, let's be honest. Nice volleyed finish from the makeshift left midfielder. 5th clear opportunity of the game. 4-0 at home. Game over. Can't ask for anything better than that. But once again, unless I'm going to get a shot here. No. Once again, I want to apologise for missing the Coventry game before, but at least, hopefully this 4-0 win will make up for it. Yeah, let's just quickly say I'm very happy with the result, the way you played, because I am. Never really gave him a sniff. When they had a quick opportunity, you threw bodies in on the line, and got away with it. And it looks like Crewe beat Coventry 1-0, which that would have been a tough game for them. And you know, ideally a draw would have been probably the best outcome. But as it stands, we might as well be 4 points clear because of our goal difference. So that's a very good place to be at this moment in time. So on to the next game, when you like it to see, as long as I don't mess up the recording. By the way, I'd already played all the games and saved it to that point there, ready for when I got home from work, because I've not got very long to record. But yeah, we've been really, really good. I'm just going to quickly go into this because I really don't need to be reading all that. So the next game we're probably going to do is probably the Crawley game. See if we can get a bit of revenge on them, because they beat us last season. And that was a turning point for the season where I thought we weren't even going to make the playoffs. As it turned out, things turned out well, mainly because of the tactic that I'm using now, which once again, thanks again, peace of mind. But yeah, Crawley game will be next. Is it going to be them? It's only 3 games away. It can be, because we can show you the wrapping up of the transfer window if there has been any dealings. But yeah, hope you're going to join us for the Crawley game. If you have enjoyed this video, if you'd like to go ahead and show your appreciation by leaving a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to see more of this series or any of the others, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you think any of your friends will enjoy this content, please show them in the direction of my channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. But until the Crawley game, I will see you then. Bye bye.